Ah, I know you so well, Loco.
I hate your puns. So, Croc.
I'm sorry, did you say hate puns?
Oh. Every level is gonna have a snow pun, isn't it?
Close to. It seems like they try half the time and then they don't. There's at least one good one in this video, if I recall correctly.
Okay, I'll be expecting it, but you've probably got my hopes up way too high.
I think you'll like it. I think it'll be one of the only good puns.
Alright, we'll see. So, any new gimmicks in this level? Because I think your last videos were a bunch of ice levels as well.
Yeah, it's mostly the same. Here's that sparkly that I was looking for in the last video.
It was in a completely different world.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I'm really bad at timing the jumps on these for some reason.
Oh, is that what you're supposed to do? That seems counterintuitive. Yeah, I thought that's what you were supposed to do. Like, wait for it to actually be up and then you jump.
Well, yeah, but I wanted to like have A, I'm impatient, and B, I wanted to just get it, make sure that I get the heart before the thing dropped down.
I see. I guess the other thing you might have been doing, like, they didn't make any momentum puzzles for these sorts of platforms? Where you have to time it so that you're going on it as you're going up, and then you jump immediately, so you go into the stratosphere.
No, there's no, like, trampoline shit.
Oh. I don't know if that's a trampoline, but yeah. That's alright, I guess.
So in this level, so this screen here, the whole thing is pick up, hit these buttons, and you get one platform at a time.
Is it time?
Because of one platform appears at a time, and you use that to go get a key over there. But as I've discovered since recording the last video on this one, there's actually a really prominent glitch that basically fucks with a lot of the poor to begin with level design. Basically, someone posted in the thread saying that there was a glitch that you can use to get past the cauldron minigame, which is really, because, you know, that's really cumbersome.
Okay.
But you can glitch your way past it. And so while I was trying to look that up, I ended up finding that there's a glitch that makes Croc hover.
Oh, alright. So, how do you trigger this?
I'll show it in a bonus video. You basically spin in the air with the right timing and then hold the jump button. And if you time it right, he'll hover for like 5 seconds. And yeah, you can basically use that to hover over just about everything.
Huh. You know, it would be funny if this actually doesn't end up being a glitch, but like the remnants of a feature that they removed from when this game was still like a Yoshi-themed thing. Because I think Island had already come out, so Flutter Jumps were still a thing, right?
Yeah, probably, but it's definitely a glitch.
Oh, okay. You don't think there's any chance that it's like the remnants?
No, when you see it, when I show the video, I mean, I can't do it that well. Like, it's really difficult to get for a human to do it consistently. The timing is frame perfect. But if I can't do that, then I'll link to the tool-assisted speedrun that this guy's done, which is fucking incredible, like, in general.
Nice. It's a tool-assisted speedrun, I imagine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you'll see with one of the levels in this video, where it's things like basically just, oh, here's a set of really precarious platforms, and I'm just going to hover over all of them and then land just on the edge of the next one and immediately hover again.
So this
feels pretty crazy.
This level feels like it's circuitous. Are we making like a full circle, or are we going to go back into like the main hub in a little bit?
No, it's just kind of like the doors just make no sense with how they loop around.
Alright, I thought we were going in a circle, but I guess not then.
No, I would, I mean, that happened in the last video with, don't remember the name of the level, but the level that had me pretty much go in a circle.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't actually look like a circle, but it did happen.
I thought this was
I would have
liked,
right yeah, I would have liked that mechanic to happen a few more times. Not mechanic, that kind of design gimmick.
Man, those two gems being right next to each other screams kind of like, we're running out of ideas already.
Yeah, basically they had, they have like five or six screens per level. The sixth one is usually the bonus screen. So they have 5 screens, 4 or 5 screens to put
the color gems and
to put all the color gems and the gobos in. So yeah, there's usually overlap in every single level.
Why didn't they just add a one more screen? Or at least put them a little further apart? I don't know. It's just... It feels weird when they were right next to each other. Aren't they supposed to be like hidden or something?
Oh, it gets way weirder in later levels.
Oh. It still makes me think that maybe they're like remnants of red coins, like I mentioned on the thread earlier. Way earlier.
I could see that. The red coin thing. Yeah. As it stands now, they're basically pointless.
It just feels really weird because it's like nobody's complained about it in Yoshi's Island as far as I know. But then like it comes to Croc and it's like, oh, fucking terrible. There's like 5 of them instead of like 20. I wish they were better. What's the word? Better.
More well hidden.
No, better broadcasted. That there's like they're there instead of like, oh, it just looks like a regular one until you grab it.
Yeah.
No.
Also, that was probably the worst bonus screen in the entire game from memory. Well, excluding all of World 3, it was the worst bonus screen in the entire game. Because it was literally that enemy, and that was it. And I have no idea why it was just one enemy.
It's Ventini 2.0 or Vantini 2.0, yeah. But never gonna see it again, but it had to be there.
I don't even know if he was any different. He looked like just one of the snowball guys.
Oh man, you know what? What if they were remnants of mini bosses for like the end of the stage? But once they shrinked Croc, they decided to shrink more of the animals so that the bosses would feel a little more threatening, even if like they're only like twice Croc's size.
Maybe? I mean,
maybe that's why there've been like only one enemy in some places. It used to be like bigger. Or threatening.
Maybe. I mean, I don't even know. I don't feel good like making concessions for the game.
I don't feel good excusing this sort of behavior should be punished. I don't know. I'm just coming up with plausible explanations for things. Like if they really did, like imagining that they shrunk Croc late into development to make these stages look really big.
Yeah.
Then it stands to reason that maybe the enemies were also like.
Hang on. I just need to get this. Hang on.
You can do it.
Oh, no, circle detection's really, really good. Hey, there we go.
Oh, jeez.
Edge detection in this entire game. I'm still certain it's partially me playing on the PAL version.
Nah, it's probably just hooked up to an RNG. Oh man.
Yeah, as well as that breakable platform, there's those platforms that have down arrows on them, on the sides. They
fall immediately, I'm guessing?
No, they don't even fall immediately. It's like they give you maybe half a second, about as long as the cracked platforms do, so there's no difference between them, really.
Maybe they thought that because they only had like an arrow to tell them apart, they thought that it was a bigger disguise. Like it's for people who were like, ah, man, Croc controls like a tank, I can't figure this out.
I think it actually did get the guy who did the other LP. I think it actually did trip him up once or twice.
Huh. Trying to line up your next jump, you're all confident. I'm not on a cracked platform, I'm fine. Oh no! Ah, I've made a terrible mistake in judgment. Okay, what's up with this box? Or what's up with this box's arrows, at least?
Well, that means you can push it. It would be nice if it gave like an arrow in the direction you should push it, rather than just putting them on.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if the arrows meant something.
They just mean you can push it. Great.
Wait, couldn't they just put like a little claw thing or something? No. Nah. Maybe the graphic designer was falling asleep.
Better question is why the box doesn't have ice physics on it.
No. Actually, I would rather it not.
I mean, I'm glad that it doesn't. But why?
I don't know if
ice
you've
patch
noticed,
in
but
there?
because of the layout of these levels, unless you were to like maybe flatten up the walls so that they would have sharper corners, I'm almost entirely sure you would have things like the boxes just straight up vanishing from the face of the earth, just clipping through the corners.
Is this? I don't know if this qualifies as a puzzle, but you have to go into the next.
I think it doesn't. It's more like, hey, did you
No,
pay
especially
attention back
since-
there? There's some boxes that you can't break without surviving. Maybe you need to backtrack later.
Also, there's a cage with a button in it. But even still, it's an odd number of boxes, and you know that there's a gobbo in basically every screen, so you can basically make an educated guess that there's going to be a gobbo in one of those boxes.
I guess, but as a
because
kid,
it's like,
what is
as a
an
kid, probably not.
educated guess?
Looking at that, I was like, there's obviously a gobbo in the middle box because they're lazy game designers and they just put it in the middle more often than not. And the thing is, when you collect a gobbo or a colored gem, it persists even when you die. So you could just break the middle box, collect the gobbo, die,
and then just
you
keep
don't
going.
even have to.
I wonder if
Yeah,
that would be a
speedrun
speedrun
strats.
tactic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a gobbo, so yeah, that would be something that the speedrun does. In the 100% speedrun, he gets all of the gobbos, but not all of the colored gems. Which is
you
kind of
can
interesting
leave a
because
level
you
without
don't.
the colored gem.
Well, yes, because he can get around the door a lot of the time and into the loading zone.
Oh, right. I forget that there's clipping glitches that speedrunners like to use sometimes. Man, so, maybe it's just me, but this feels like this level is less populated with traps and tricks than the last level. Am I just
Oh no,
imagining
this
it?
bit's pretty tricky. Whoop. Bad camera angles. Oh god, am I gonna make it?
Yeah, I don't think that's because of the level design so much as it's because of the entire game's engine, though.
Oh yeah, I mean I've
Like
made
it-
comments about that before. Like nothing feels challenging because it was designed particularly challenging. It's just because it's controlled so awfully and the camera is so terrible.
Man.
This is another stupidly easy bonus stage. There's all of these pipes that the worms come out of. But the thing is, even when you're right next to them, if you just keep running, they can't hit you.
Nice. Then what's the point of this thing? Like, are there any items up above that you can only reach with the purple jelly?
Not in this one, I'm pretty sure. If
Then I'm
there are,
confused.
they were lives, so they're entirely pointless. And level done. I
Alright.
think that's the only time you get 100 gems in the level as well.
It's the only level with 100 gems in it?
I think. I don't think I've ever gotten that many in another level, but I'm pretty sure most of the levels from this point on.
So I guess
oh,
say
there it
no
is.
to snow or say
No,
no.
license to chill. There's that pun.
This is the one?
You weren't ready for it, were you?
No. I was still disappointed.
I'd forgotten about it myself.
God damn it. I'm still
Yes.
reeling from Say No Snow. The
So there's some stuff
instruction
down there,
booklet
but
was
first-
written by a different team, right?
Yeah, someone posted about that it was written by some people who wrote for The Simpsons or something.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
So there's a secret over here that I almost missed and died because I stood at the edge of this platform.
Oh. Okay. Oh, so just standing there automatically teleports you. That's nice of them.
This is one of the easiest bonus stages of all secret areas. You just take some balloons and immediately get 4 lives.
I guess finding it was already challenging enough. Maybe is the logic.
I don't think so. I mean, I could see it from just jumping around there.
With this camera, you could.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. At some point, I was able to see the platform just for a second. But
Oh.
also, there'll be a point later on that I'll show you where you can actually see it when you look at the whole screen.
Yeah, but you're probably already
Reason-
across the entire
yeah.
level, right? That's not practical. Why would you want to backtrack that far? For a platform you don't even know holds anything. Oh! Well.
Edge detection is really good.
Yeah, for various definitions of good and detection.
But yeah, basically you'd get to the end of those floating platforms, all the way up to that door, and then you would look back and see, oh, there's a platform there. Or you would get to here and look over to the left and see, oh, there's a platform there.
Yeah, but what would be my drive to go back over there unless I know that there's, like, invisible teleports? Because every teleport you found up until now has been the sparkly JPEG animated thing, right?
So far, yes.
Yeah, so I would look at that empty platform and think, is it worth it? Is it really?
Well, considering there's no there's no real penalty for dying. I mean, I've been making a big deal about getting as many lives as I can.
Explore. It's not like I'm gonna find
because
Luigi
you're 7 years old.
94 on Croc 2.
Because you're 5 or 6 years old and you're a total idiot, and you spend. You only got this one game for your birthday and you can't get anything else till Christmas. Okay, that is a very specific set of conditions that I don't think has ever applied to me. The camera was really, really good there. It literally can't turn around when you're in the middle of that hallway.
Oh. Are you only gonna get that one box, apparently?
For now. That's the one that had the gobbo in it. And if you didn't get that one first... Yeah, if you didn't get that one first, then you would have not been able to get it. Because of how the boxes are laid out. Anyway, now it's time for another minigame.
Oh, is it?
Hang on, don't jump. Hang on. Minigame! It's exactly the same as Whack-A-Sheep.
But, okay. I guess.
Except now it's with penguins. Really weird looking penguins that explode into 3 smaller penguins.
Yeah, you know, like in nature.
Also, it's... When I say it's exactly the same, I mean it's literally the same pattern. In the same order of them appearing.
So they literally just reskinned the previous minigame?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that this is just like the remnants of Yoshi style games. It must be. You know, you reach the end of Yoshi's style. Yeah, there's a goal. Yeah, you randomly cross your fingers hoping that it'll land on a flower, and you get 1-ups for a monotonous task.
But the thing is, also that minigame was way easier than the sheep one. I think they give you like a whole second more to hit the button. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure they pitched this to Nintendo pretty early in development. And then Nintendo rejected them pretty early.
Understandable.
So, yeah, understandable. But yeah, I don't think they would have had that much worked out.
I think they might have, but you know, like, then they spent all the time reskinning everything into Croc instead of Yoshi. And that took up every single other moment of time. I don't know if you remember, but Nintendo has rejected things just because they didn't have, like, a certain number of people working on them. Nintendo has weird rejection policies in the past. They've only recently been like, you know what? We can probably get, like, a weirdly wider audience by being all like, hey, we support Cave Story and stuff. Like, that's been a weird thing. And even then, Cave Story needed, like a new company to work as its publisher, that whole Nicholas thing. Or Niflas, or whatever the name of that company is.
Yeah, that... Oh, I didn't realize it happened here as well. I was in this screen for long enough for the music to run out here as well. It does loop. Someone... I didn't mention this the last time. It loops, but it has like a solid 20-30 seconds of silence before it loops again.
Well, I guess somebody ripped the music out of the Croc CD and found that out. Like, oh, they left the files with a minute of silence after. Great.
I don't know if they have a minute of silence, but it's a minute of silence before the music starts up again.
Yeah, I doubt that. I mean, I guess you could do that if you were programming like the music. Like, why would you? Why would you be like, wait a minute before you loop the song? Thank you. Maybe they had like an ambience track somewhere in the background as well. Maybe.
No, there is no excusing music not looping like that. That's just abysmal.
Yeah.
Oh look, more circle detection. I can't wait for this, especially since there's death on the line.
Oh well, you made it somehow.
That's one down.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't need to grab the edge there, so that's good. It looks like you could have made it to that other platform.
Probably, but I think it might have required grabbing onto the ledge.
Okay. So, what did that switch do?
Lowered one of these, I think. Maybe that one, really slowly.
Oh. And then it'll slowly race it, probably?
Probably.
Man, so...
I will give them credit that only for like 5 or 6 screens, they do make them feel quite long. Like, they do make the levels feel pretty long.
Well, considering that at some point they were actually really small, I wonder how much of that is legitimate design and how much of it is, hey, we resized Croc.
Well, I mean, just like how kind of labyrinthine, I guess they are.
There's no checkpoint system, right?
It's just per screen.
Yeah.
You die, you come back to the start of the screen, game over, restart.
Wherever you enter, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. Could have been worse. Checkpoint wise. And it still feels really sparse compared to the previous levels. Like, do you think these were designed first? Like, they went from the end backwards?
I couldn't tell you when Shine's Eye was designed first. One thing I did realize, like, with editing this video or the next one, is that in comparison to like that first level, because the first level seemed, was a little bit different because it felt a bit more kind of explory, open-endedy. Whereas every single level after this is basically just a straight path.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if these came first. Like, you start out with the simple stuff to test your engine, and then you move up to like the labyrinthine, complicated stuff. But in development, they forgot, hey, let's reskin our things and put them in a different order. And somebody said, no, we need to wow them early, and then make them hope that demon sees. Oh, okay. Is it a spider?
It is. Let the cutscene load. Oh, it's some cute mountain goats they're supposed to be.
Wait, you said... Oh.
And Dante just pops up out of nowhere, it's like, yay, you guys. Be a demon. Somehow become a demon goat.
Hey,
I guess because
is that a goat? It looks like it has a hook for a nose.
Anyway, this is probably one of my favorite levels visually.
Because you get look scary and not really fitting for the rest of the level thus far, actually.
Yeah, it has a good feel of a boss level, especially since you can see the full skybox.
Yeah, this feels like it should be like at the end though, not like at the end of this world. Are we like at the second to last world or something?
No, this is just the end of World 2. This is a really crazy level to watch the TAS go through. Because like I said, he just hovers through the air, and you can barely see the platforms in front of you here. So he literally just floats through the air, and then out of nowhere, he lands on the edge of one platform, immediately starts floating to the next one. It's really tense. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, but for a regular player, it just seems like, man, I guess I'm at the end boss now. Like, this feels like it's trying to build up to something that I'm almost entirely sure it's not going to live up to.
It won't. But, I mean, in comparison to what Baron Dante's boss level is, yeah, this is way more sinister.
Maybe they switched... like, ah, man, it feels like they switched them around. Really, like this rendering looks like it should be like horrible, spooky shit. But then, no, it's all been like happiness and sunshine, and there's gonna be a cartoony goat at the end, I'm almost entirely sure. A cartoony hook-nosed goat fight. Probably by stumping its belly. You know, the scariest of ways to kill a thing. Also, that's a shame that you lost your chance.
It is a shame, I'll never get that 36th life I think I'm on.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
do the bosses have names, like, for the credits, maybe? You think?
you mean like a Crash 1 style? No, that's the names are just inferred from the level names.
Oh.
This is Demon Itzy. The music here also feels really like Final Confrontation-y. Kind of haunting, I guess.
Oh, but again, the level doesn't look like it fits with the thing leading up to it. Oh, okay. Ah, I see.
So yeah, now again, this is one of the... Yeah, this is at least a little bit more challenging when it gets to 2, because it can be annoying to try and hit one of them because they walk through each other.
It's kind of cute in a sense, though. The faster they wobble, it looks like the cartoon. Oh, they're kind of skating. Like, their animation when sped up looks like skating instead of wobbling. That's nice. Oh,
which is odd, because this is supposed to be ice, it looks like, and it doesn't actually have ice physics. So I'm getting kind of concerned because I'm forgetting that I can just literally spin into the tiny ones and they immediately die.
Oh.
Just like any regular enemy.
Wait, are you concerned right now for your past self? Like,
no, I was concerned at the time, but yeah, even when they're not rolling, you can just spin into them and they're dead.
Oh. Well, I can't wait to see the animation that shows them de-transforming.
It's about as good as all the others.
Wait, that's... Oh, okay. I was gonna wonder, like, are we not gonna end up with 4 goats after all? Just saw, like, the one monster, I thought, oh, I guess you killed 3 goats. You're a murderer, Croc.
I mean, I still think he traumatized the goats, certainly.
Ice Bridge to Eternity?
The goats are now walking the Ice Bridge to Eternity.
Oh, I see. That's not very much like a pun at all, though. Kind of sad.
Like I was saying, they sometimes go for puns, and then sometimes it seems like they just could not care less.
Oh man, was this one of those PAL games that has like many options for languages at the start?
I don't remember.
Like maybe they had like cool or funnier puns for other languages. Like I've learned that apparently the German language can actually be very funny. I did not know that. So it might be worth looking into.
Well, the German language just has a lot of words that mean very elaborate concepts, don't they?
I don't know. I'm just basing off a different LP. But, you know, we have LPers that actually know the language. So we could take a peek.
So we can ignore all of their opinions and speculate on them ourselves.
Probably. We wouldn't be right, though, unless it's Spanish. Then I would be right. I'm totally right.
I can...
But only me!
I don't know any other languages.
Okay.
Australian's not a language, it's just an attitude.
And an accent. And a way of life. Which I guess
oh, and so here's some Trident Dantinis. They're shooting energy balls at you. That's,
yeah, we saw them before. And they're incredibly effective. I can't believe you lost like 50 lives there. So quickly that we didn't even process it.
You joke about it, but the Trident Dantinis are literally the worst.
You said that last time, but you also didn't die to them.
It's because the game is going to resort to them and nothing else for its difficulty, basically from World 4 onwards. Anytime it needs to be difficult, it's just going to go, I don't know, here's a slightly tricky jump and a Trident Dantini near the end, so it will shoot you basically as you land.
So look
And it's
forward to
effective.
it in the next video, viewers, I guess.
In the next video, it's going to be frustrating for other reasons.
Oh, not
I'm
for
real.
the teams.
I'm hyping it. I'm hyping World 3 up a lot, but World 3 really, really is.
Can we call the
atrocious.
Tridentantinis Tridantinis?
Not anymore. We can't.
Oh.
This has music, minigame music, and I don't know why. It's just
Yeah.
a lot of gems. Also,
does
this is a
look
really
whimsical.
shitty. This is a really shitty jigsaw puzzle stage because you just immediately fall down here.
Oh
And that was
no!
like, and well, right here. That was like 3 screens long, and we're done.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
well, that's probably why it's the minigame music. You're like, hey, there's no danger here, just fucking drop down.
Maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
So, next time, you'll finally see what I was talking about. You'll all see.
Yes. Tridantinis.
No, absolutely not.
Oh.